without substantial change getting the greenhouse gas emissions down. We are on a path to large increases in the planet's temperature. You hear a lot about the progress in reducing the cost of renewable energy to make electricity. But generating electricity isn't the only contributor to climate change. It accounts for only about 25% of all greenhouse gas emissions. With greenhouse gases, you have the electricity sector, but you also have manufacturing, transportation, agriculture, buildings, as well as about 10% from other sources. We need innovation, going out there and finding inventors across all these different areas and understanding their energy R&D activities to make sure that they have a path from their laboratory to scaling up into very large numbers. For electricity, wind energy and solar energy, prices are coming down. So the electricity sector has to either be able to store that energy or have other zero-emission sources to maintain the reliability that we all depend on. Manufacturing. Here we're talking about all the stuff we buy, furniture, beds, the cars themselves, all of those things. Just the very process of making cement is CO2 emitting. There's a lot of embedded energy. We'll have to change the way that we do that manufacturing. Transportation. Immediately people think about passenger cars, and they are a big part of that. But transportation is quite broad. We've got railroads, we've got ships, we've got planes. And so every one of those has to get to zero emission. Agriculture. This is a category that often people forget about. Cows actually emit quite a bit of methane, which is one of the more powerful greenhouse gases. And so inventions like artificial meat may have to play a role here. Buildings. We need to invent different processes in order to get the energy used in running all these buildings down, way down to zero. The path to success is going to require innovation across every one of these sectors. So it is quite daunting. During this century, we not only need to invent all of these things, we actually need to deploy them at massive, massive scale. But in my experience, innovation can do magical things. There are many paths for cheap, zero CO2-free energy. What we need to do is fund the wild scientists who are looking at the early stages of these problems. Nate Lewis is a scientist at Caltech doing some amazing research. He's trying to turn solar energy into liquid fuel. Recently, I got a chance to visit his lab to learn more about his progress.
More energy from the sun hits the Earth in 1 hour than all the energy consumed on our planet in an entire year. The solution is to find a way to store the energy in the sun when it's available. Photosynthesis takes sunlight and stores solar energy in chemical bonds. We should do the same thing, just better, faster, and cheaper than nature ever figured out how to do in order to make a sustainable solar-driven energy system. Making solar fuels would allow you to serve the transportation sectors, aircraft, heavy-duty trucks, and ships, would allow you to get energy to wherever people need it, whenever they want it. What we envision is football field-sized areas. You roll out artificial grass that has this bi-layer or multi-layer high-performance material, and then there's drainage pipes that wick out the fuel, and you store that, or more likely, bring it to a solar fuel refinery. There are many fuels that we could make from the sun, but we don't have the materials in hand to do it. So we need to discover those materials, design them in the computer, bring them to reality by synthesizing them in the laboratory. And if we do all of that, we'll have gotten off the ground. Humans are very, very good at innovation once someone has invented the idea.
A lot of people are coming together to care about this issue. As they focus on the need for innovation, I think we will get the increased investments, both government and private. I know that the scientific possibilities are pretty incredible. If you could pick just one thing to lower the price of, to reduce poverty, by far you would pick energy. If you gave me only one wish, this is the wish I would pick. This is the one with the greatest impact. Energy provides services to those of us in the developed world that we all take for granted. Getting rid of poverty means providing these services to everyone on the planet. Investing in breakthrough ways of making energy cleaner and universally available is the most important investment we can make for the world.